So today we're going to talk about layering skincare. We're going to talk about what works with what are the different kinds of products, what are the different kinds of formulations, and how they actually play in a skincare routine. So this whole idea of layering, what do I use first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 11th, whatever it is in your skincare routine. We're going to talk about the principles of the layering effect. We're going to talk about what are the different type of formulations. Remember too that although we are going to give you some dance steps and an outline, this does not mean you have to follow it exactly like this every single day. It's more about understanding what the steps are and how they would sequence. What is their function? And this allows you to be able to group your skincare in a certain way, and then you can add variety in your skincare, but you will group your cleansing, your treatments, your moisturizers in a certain way, and therefore you have the freedom now of creating the right skincare routine for you. Right. And it's going to use the science in its best way. So, without further ado, welcome to Isomers TV. Let's start.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about a beauty routine, and you know, Manuela and I thought about this, and we said, before we start telling you what a routine should be composed of or what are those steps should be in general, let's discuss in general what are the different types of products you usually have access to, and which ones in our opinion are more important, which ones are less important, which ones you can do without, which ones you cannot do without. So what we did here is that we did our best, if we missed anything let us know, to basically group all these products together. So when you go into a beauty store and you're looking on the shelf, you should be more or less to take any product off the shelf and put it in one or two or three of these categories, okay? So let's start.
Okay.
You're thinking.
No, I'm listening.
You were thinking that you were looking at me as if I missed something.
Yeah? No, I'm just no, not at all. I'm just talking about, you know, when you're putting your beauty routine together, I think some people think that, for example, they expect certain formulas to do so much. And for example, people will buy cleansers and spend a lot of money on cleansers, and they expect their cleanser not just to clean their skin, but to wipe away all imperfections and to hydrate and balance it. And other people think, well, cleanser doesn't really matter, I'll just use a bar of soap. So there's so many different kinds of beliefs about the cleansing system. Right. But we're going to try to keep it realistic. What should a cleanser do? Where does it fit? And of course, you have to start with cleansing before you go into the other parts, because your skin is a filter and you want to be able to have it clean and you want to be able to do what we've got to do. So let's break it down. So we're going to start with the product and function. The first thing most people are going to use is a cleanser or some kind of cleansing. This includes double cleansing, oil cleanser, water-based cleanser. It's just the concept of cleansing. You start with cleansing. You start with removing the ick, the yuck, the makeup, the whatever, the sunscreen. You've got to start with clean skin. So step one for everybody is going to be cleanser or cleansing.
And if you use a proper cleanser, in one step you can do for 99% of the people or 90% of the people, it's sufficient. There are a group of people that, for example, they are in the film industry, they do really, really heavy duty makeup. Then their cleansing system needs to be a little bit more complicated. They need to add an oil-based cleanser for removing that heavy-duty makeup, because an emulsion cleanser is not really designed to remove super heavy-duty permanent type of makeup. So you need to go to that extra. You need to go to that extra step. Exfoliation is important. Remember moderation, if you're going to emphasize that again. Never over exfoliate your skin. Never go into products that have very low pH or crazy high concentration of exfoliating ingredients. Don't go to strong exfoliants. These are my recommendations. Unless it's advised by a dermatologist that you need to do that because of a specific skin condition that you have, it is a no-no. Trichloroacetic acid, no in my books. 30% glycolic acid, pH 3, pH 2, is a no-no in my books. And all these estheticians out there that are watching this, they can argue with me. I'm going to still say no, because I've seen so many adverse reactions to these high concentrations that it will do your skin more damage than benefit. And when that happens, in my books, that treatment is a no-no. So
I also think of exfoliation as part of the cleansing. If you're grouping your skincare together, your cleansing and exfoliating is still part of the same function. You are removing stuff from your skin. So you're removing dead cells, you're removing, you're improving the skin turnover, so you're kind of resurfacing. So you're cleansing, then you're resurfacing. That's still part of the cleansing phase. So you group your cleanser, then your exfoliant.
right.
And your exfoliation does not necessarily have to be every day. And some cleansers have exfoliants in them, and some people are going to use their exfoliant in their retinol or their AHA in some other element. But the functionality of exfoliation is truly a cleansing phase or a cleaning up phase,
Right.
shedding phase of the skin.
Exactly. Then is the concept of toner. You will be pushed, this product will be pushed on you by so many people.
They love
And
toners.
honestly, a properly designed cleanser will eliminate the need for a toner. So some people are still used to this. For me, I give it a rating of 3. It's not a must, and especially when it comes to these toners that have a lot of alcohol in them, no, avoid it.
The whole concept of toner too, people are going to say, well, you guys are using the old definition of toner, but the toners do so much now. Toners hydrate, toners, treat, toners do this. They're not toners. The toner actually is part of the function of the cleansing and rebalancing phase.
Right.
The toner is designed to put the pH
Right.
back to acidic, to protect the acid mantle, to protect the skin barrier or the microbiome
Right.
of the skin. If you're using other brands are calling it toners, but they really are hydration serums or their essences or their mists. These are things that are rehydrating, repopulating on the water phase, not the pH phase like a toner does. And this is what's really important when you're breaking them up. So you could be using serums. We're a big believer in serums. Some people think the serum is the toner. And it's not necessarily, because this functionality of toning the pH. Now this is very key to your skin.
Right.
If you go and you're using cleansers that are alkaline, and then you're using toners that are also alkaline because they are hydration toners, or they're still called toners, your skin is not balanced. Your skin doesn't have an acid mantle. It's not intact. Therefore, you are opening yourself up to acne, dryness, sensitivity, breakout, a lot of other imbalances, reduced barrier function, more transepidermal water loss, because you have not actually sealed in the right pH to allow your skin to actually be able to receive the rest.
Right.
So this functionality of toner, don't confuse toner with serums, essences, and mists. Those are just other names that they're trying to confuse you in calling those toners. But the functionality of a toner is all about a pH restoration.
Exactly. So high pH toner is technically not a toner. Okay, so and a toner that is supposed to really moisturize, then it's a moisturizer. It's not a toner.
It's not a toner.
Okay. So, and then we go to facial mists. They have their unique spot. I don't say that it's a must to have, but sometimes a must to have. You have to remember when I rate things, and I say must to have, not must to have. Sometimes it's we're statistically trying to generalize things, okay? So for a particular person that has super dry skin, a mist could be a must-have, okay? So this is really a function of your skin. If your skin is very dry, then a mist is amazing because, and also you have to remember some of the newer design mists, they're not just about hydration. They can be multifunctional mists. They can be mists that are for example, reducing the sensitivity of the
Yes.
skin, reduces the redness of the skin.
Increases absorption.
Increase the absorption. So these mists have many, many functions. And yes, I give it a 7. If you want to have it in your skincare routine, if your budget allows it, then it's not a bad thing to have.
Another cool thing about a mist is they're very light, right? Because they're very light, this is not a heavy layer. It's easy for the skin to work with. It's
Right.
easy for the skin to receive it. If it was thicker and heavier and greasier, for example, it would not be as beneficial. But because it's very lightweight,
Right.
it's very refreshing and can
Right.
open up the absorption of the skin and calm down the inflammation,
Right.
which is really important.
Right. Pay attention to the formulation of your mist, because a lot of people get into this habit of applying the mist over the makeup. So if that mist is a formulation type that is designed to enhance penetration, that's not a good thing to apply it over your makeup, okay? Because your makeup usually may have impurities in it that you don't want those things to get absorbed into your skin. That's why you leave it to the last layer, okay? So pay attention to the formulation of your mist. If it's basically a simple, in terms of the, I'm not saying that it doesn't have a lot of complicated ingredients, but it's, in terms of its chemistry, is simple. Is that it's just moisturizing, key unique moisturizing ingredients and things like that, that's fine. You can use it all day long, but on top of your makeup. But if it has unique delivery ingredients in there, don't use those type of mists to go over your makeup. Pay attention to that. Now, essence. Essence is like a, honestly, I think that it's a new category created. I struggle with essences because I always think that it's something that we pulled from all these other places, and now we're just creating something on its own, which it can still have a good function, but usually essences are for helping things to penetrate deeper, helping your skin with more hydration and things like that. But when I look at it, is that if the serum is designed properly with good ingredients that penetrate the skin, and additional ingredients that are penetration enhancers and things like that, it kind of makes the essence a little bit redundant. Now, sometimes you find a product that you really love, and then when you look at the formulation, you see that it doesn't have that extra penetrating ingredients in it, then the essence can become a useful thing. Then you say, okay, I'm adding it, I'm getting more benefit of this product that I really love.
I think an essence is just another fancy word for serum, treatment serum. I just think they could just create other categories or subcategories, either to make it sound more expensive or make your program a little bit more complicated.
Right.
But essence role, to me, it's like, when you think about skincare and you think about clean, feed, correct, protect.
Right.
Your skincare, your routine should do that. So it should clean your skin, it should nourish your skin, feed it, make sure it's balanced, feed the microbiome, correct any imperfections, and then protect. That's usually a moisturizer with a cream, and then obviously an SPF on top of that. But the essence, in essence, could be one of those serums that you're using.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. It's kind of pretty much done. So your serum, your treatment serum, your essence, and some people call them toners, are all going to be the same group of formulation that's kind of liquid, as opposed to a cream.
I categorize them as redundant.
A little redundant. Ampoule is the same though.
Yeah.
See, no,
No, Ampoule is different.
No, because Essence Face Serum, Ampoule Mist, like these are all cousins.
Yeah, but ampules are different, and let me try to explain to you why. We get to that.
And you would never use all of them.
Yeah, we get to serums. The serums are the part that are really important in my opinion, okay? The serums are the ones that are designed as, they can be multifunctional first. They should be multifunctional. They should be high concentration. They should be deep penetrating. So that is truly the basic fundamentals of a serum. without all these additional things that helps to lock things in. This and the serum needs to penetrate, and then deliver those key ingredients to the deeper layers of the skin.
Has power.
Yeah.
A serum has power.
Right.
An essence is weak. A mist is weak.
Well,
they're not power in the sense of treatment.
It's wording. Let's leave it. Let's move on. Now, ampule. Now, this is where I think the ampule has its place, okay? Some people call it ampule. I call them interval treatments, okay? Concentrated interval treatments. So now you want to call it an ampule, call it an ampule. So basically, these are formulations that are super high concentration. It's something that your skin may need 2 or 3 times a year,
Yep.
right? And then you do it for 2 weeks as a boot camp. You're done with it. You have given your skin that jolt, that extra energy, that extra recovery, that extra healing, that extra everything that you need. And then changing the rhythm of your skin a little bit so it doesn't get too used to what you were using. And then when your skin is awakened, then you go back to your regular routine. That's the way I see an ampule.
And we utilize ampules a lot when
Right.
we're doing like seasonal treatments, boot camps for the skin, variety, like an intensive kind of program where you really want to go in and really target a certain kind of routine in your skincare. So you have a very short, it's a shorter window, it's a higher intensity. So it's a high intensity, short window application for ampoules because of their concentration. They don't have to actually be super exfoliating or but they could be super hydrating, super nourishing. It's going to be one of those super protecting. It's going to be one of the feeding, correcting, or protecting actions, but they're done with few steps over a shorter period of time.
Right.
Now,
Eye serum, no, this is where I want to pull my hair. I see a lot of eye creams out there. No creams. Balms or serums or gels can or should only go around your eyes. No heavy formulations, okay? So these are, again, this serum for around the eye should be usually multifunctional.
Lightweight.
Sometimes there are times that, for example, you're using a multifunctional eye serum, but you need a little bit more help for dark circles. So then you can go to a specialized dark circle formulation. Or you use a multifunctional eye serum, and then you need a little bit more support for puffy eyes. Then yes, you can have specialized ingredients for those, but in general, the eye serum that you select should be multifunctional. And then if you need additional help, then you can add it as an add-on to your eye serum. So this is really the best approach to go for that. Facial oils, I give it an 8. There are certain skin types out there that they need that additional barrier support on their skin. Remember, oil does not bring moisture from the environment to your skin. Oil has no capability to deliver moisture to your skin.
Hydration.
Okay? Your skin will become more hydrated because it's losing less water. So if your transepidermal water loss, if the is very high, the lipid barrier on your skin is damaged, then you're gonna lose more moisture. You need to lock it in, and oil-based formulation is gonna become very handy in those situations.
It's like a lid.
Right.
Putting a lid on your skin.
Exactly.
And this is like a sauna suit too. So what happens is you get the internal kind of sweating that gives the hydration because it's not evaporating through the skin, right? That's where the function of the oil works. But if you're using oil just to make your skin more hydrated, it's not adding hydration.
Right. Think about a bank account, okay? A bank account can be healthy if you deposit a lot and prevent the loss from the account, okay? So if you bring a lot of money into a bank account and then you keep spending it, that bank account will be dry all the time,
Right.
okay? So if you have a bank account that now you're bringing money into it, but you also control how much money is leaving the account, then that bank account is healthy.
So
Your
you've got a
skin, think
balance.
about it about the same way. You need to bring the moisture in, also you need to control the loss.
Right.
If you bring those two together, then you will do a great job in moisturizing your skin. Now, going to the next one, a moisturizer, it's a
cream.
must. Sometimes a serum can replace your moisturizer. Sometimes you can use a serum that has a lot of moisturizing ingredients in it. Then if you're evaluating your serum and you say, oh, why, I have a lot of things, it can do it, but the part that serum is going to lack is that a moisturizing cream helps you lock things in at the same time. This serum is usually is not supposed to have those ingredients that lock things in because they want to focus on just deep penetration. And a neck cream, self-explanatory. This area needs a different type of support. It's mostly about elasticity and collagen support and really anti-gravity ingredients. Those are the things that you need to focus on here. Sunscreen is a must. If you're outdoors a lot or you have a medical condition that your dermatologist is insisting that you wear sunscreen regardless of no matter what, because you should have zero exposure to sun. For an average healthy person, if you're out there for 10 minutes, I don't think you should wear a sunscreen. Your skin needs some sun exposure for vitamin D and for its health. So if you become like a vampire and you have a healthy skin, your skin is going to suffer if you not have a little bit of sun exposure. Moderation. That's really important. Masks.
Night cream.
Oh, night cream. What do we say about night cream? That's when your skin is really recovering. That's when your skin is correcting itself. And night creams should have a lot of healing, regenerating, fixing, collagen boosting, fibroblast support. Those are the things that your night cream needs. And
Nourishing, correcting, and protecting.
Right.
Night creams can do all three functions. They're a little bit heavier.
Right.
Because you lose a lot of moisture sleeping.
Yes, that's
in
very
that environment.
true. Masks, to me, they're very relaxing, and they can give you that additional specialty in there for hydration. It could be for irritation. Those are, you can have as overnight masks to lock things in and work with your night cream. So they are a great product to have. If you don't have it and your skin is kind of average, normal, you don't have to panic about it. But sometimes masks have a very good emotional relaxation attachment to it, and we feel like, the best example I can give you is that when you go for a massage, okay, you go into a massage room and you lie on your stomach, and you're there for maybe a few minutes before the therapist comes in. Even doing those 3 minutes, when nobody has even given you any massage, you start relaxing because your mindset is changing. You're kind of removing everything. I think mask has that kind of an effect a little bit.
It allows you to give some time. That puts you in the moment when you
Right.
have a mask. So the rule has always been to mask once or twice a week. So literally take that 15 minutes. 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. You don't need to be an hour or half an hour. 10 minutes is the minimum. 15 minutes could be, maximum that you put a mask on. But the mask allows also, if your skin has been overstressed, if you've overworked it, maybe too much of something, it can help reset. So it's a good little reset during, and you can have a nighttime mask that's a hydrator one, which is
Right.
different. But if you're doing like a clay mask, or you're doing a different kind of booster mask, a brightening mask, for example, during the week, this gives you a bit of a pause, but it also helps to replenish your skin.
Yeah. It forces you to take a little bit of a time
And it
off.
gives
I
you
think
time off.
that's
That
the gift.
mind-body connection is very important,
Yes,
very
yeah.
important. Healthy.
We can't forget about the lips. Lips are exposed to the elements every time we drink, we eat food. We are exposing that skin around our lips to a lot of different ingredients. So they get abused the most, okay? And in terms of even the movement, talking, the amount of stress with elasticity we put around our lips a lot, you need to keep them hydrated and you need to keep them nice, juicy, and plump. They lose volume as a function of time as we age, so we need to compensate for that. That's really important. And then we get to the last category we can write a book about that, the spot treatment, okay? Because those are the specific needs that your skin needs as a specialty. Pigmentation, irritation, hydration, elasticity. Any of those things could become a dramatic issue for the skin that an average product, acne, an average strength product cannot do it. You need to specialize in and go in there and do the specific thing for that problem. So that's why we have, for example, our problem solvers. We go to that specific thing. The general formulation should do a great job, but then you need that extra support.
Right, so now, next, after the
All
products and
right,
the
so
things.
these are all the products that I could categorize. But how many were there? 20?
17.
17. All right. You don't need them all, okay? But this is what you need more than anything else. You need to memorize this and you need to practice this in your head every day, and remind yourself. These are the golden rules in my books. Listen to your skin. I can come to you as a nutritionist, for example, and say, you need to eat a lot of broccoli every day because blah, blah, blah. And I have this much scientific data that broccoli has so much benefits for your body. And then you take a meal with some broccoli in it and you get bloated. Forget about that scientific data, okay? Your stomach is telling you, I don't have the right enzymes for broccoli. I don't have the right ingredients to digest it. I'm reacting to it, okay? Simplest example, peanut butter is one of the healthiest foods in the
When
world.
it's just peanuts.
Right? And
For an A
then
positive blood type.
sometimes people can die from, even if they're exposed to them from 5 feet away, okay? So listen to your skin, rule number 1. If your skin says, I don't care what expert is telling you, you must do it, you gotta stop, okay? Now, walk before you run, okay? So you get exposed to, you learn about a great moisturizer, and then the first day you're gonna put 3 times the amount that is recommended on that label. You think that, well, if they say 1 gram of it or 1 drop of it is good, I'm gonna put 15 drops. Your skin is not used to it. You're gonna make your skin suffer. So expose your skin to new products gradually and slowly, and go back to number 1, listen to your skin and see how your skin is behaving, okay? And then gradually increase it. Once you reach something that is working for you, stick to it, okay? Don't experiment anymore. It's working. Stop right there. Now, avoid inflammation, okay? So if you go to a place and they want to put you under this machine, if they want to give you this mask, if they want to give you this peel, and they're going to say for the first week your skin is going to scar and then you're going to purge and then you're going to do this. No, don't do it. Don't do it. The process that causes that inflammation for you, it's going to do more damage. Be kind to your skin. Gentle, easy, easy, easy. That's the way to treat your skin. In the long run, it will be so thankful. More does not guarantee faster and better results. Do not over-layer, do not over-apply. We're gonna get into that a little bit more. Cleanse, then apply lighter formulations and layer it. Cleanse, light, heavy. Okay? Cleanse, light, heavy. Now, cleanse, serum, cream. Simple, okay? Cleanse, light, heavy. In general, go from the lightest formulations when you're layering to the heaviest one. That's the golden rule. Now, clean, feed, correct, protect. So you can have those 4 things in 2 applications, in 3 applications, but make sure that your routine has a component of that focuses on each of these 4 steps. Clean, feed, correct, protect.
Absolutely.
All right. So remember the golden rules. We're going to post this.
And this is just common sense. This is just really common sense. It's really important when you're thinking about, listen to your skin. Your skin either reacts or responds to something. So if your skin is reacting in a negative way, that is telling you stop using it, allow your skin to regroup. You regroup, and then you start using. If you really are, dedicated to wanting to try this, then you use a very low dose. You introduce it slowly. There are many, many, many questions, many, many, many case studies that we look at Isomers Laboratories where people say, I just bought this entire skincare routine from X brand and I use the whole thing and my face hates it, right? Now save me, right? It's like, why would you jump in with a complete from A to, first step all the way to the end step, a brand new system you've never tried before, and you spend all this time and energy and you've used it 1, 2, 3 days in a row and all of a sudden you're on fire. It's like, why would you do that? Well, my girlfriend did it, or this celebrity did it, or it said so. This is the only way I was told, the only way I could use this serum is to use this cream and this one. This is not how the chemistry should be working.
No.
These things should be complementary. There could be some synergy that they maybe work a little bit better, but they should not actually cause harm or stress. As soon as it does, that's where you take, and that may not necessarily be the active. It could actually be the whole formula in itself, or the multiple steps that you're doing. So everything that you do should have a purpose, should have a goal, but the overall arching goal of your skincare routine should be to establish a clean skin, balance your microbiome, feed it, correct any imperfections, and then protect your skin from the environment or from dehydration. And this makes it very simple, but because we're given 17 different categories of products to use, it becomes, do I have to use them all? How do I get it in there? But this is the idea. In all of this noise, you really want to do those 4 functions and customize it to your need today. Not what your skin was 10 years ago or what you think it's going to, what it was when you were 13. No, what is your skin doing today at your age and your stage, and be appropriate for your situation is also very appropriate. And your skin will tell you what it needs.
Right. And remember, sometimes, imagine we don't exercise, we become out of, we get out of shape, we lose muscle tone, and we gain weight, and then we haven't done anything for 10 years, and then we think that, I'm going to go to gym for 8 hours a day for a week, and then it's going to be okay. It's not going to work like that. You're going to do more harm to your body. Skincare is the same thing. If you have not been very, attentive to your skin, looking after your skin, and then and now you're becoming more conscious. Don't think that whatever you do is going to give you results in 2 days. It's not going to happen. Anybody that tells you that is not going to be not telling you the truth. Give you time, be consistent, and you use good products, and you will get results. That I promise. But be realistic, okay? So the skincare can only go so far, and you need to be realistic. And if you're realistic, it really does a great job. You can see, you can go to functions, and you can tell when somebody has looked after their skin, they're 75, and then when somebody's 75 and they have not looked after their skin. It's a huge difference. It could be 10 to 20 years of difference in appearance. So it does work, but you need to also at the same time be realistic. Okay, having said all that, I know you guys want some directions, and we need to somehow giving you some simple directions. So we created some simple directions for you that in general you can follow, but this is not the only rule. It's not carved in stone. You need to be flexible. Even if we're giving you the directions, there's 5 products, 6 products, that doesn't mean you have to use those 6 products. You can take those 3 that have some key elements of the clean, feed, correct, protect in there, and you can sometimes do that in 3 steps, okay? So, a lot of you guys want to use a lot of products. I know some of you are not as skincare savvy, but some of you are, and there's always a question, how many products can I layer, how many things I do? Don't overlayer your skin because it's not good. Don't oversaturate your skin. I know that was actually one of the questions. So in doing so, what is the best way? If you want to use many products, the best way is to basically divide all those products into 4, okay? 2 for morning, 2 sets for mornings, odd days and even days, and then 2 sets for evenings, odd evenings, and even evenings. So this way, your skin is not going to get oversaturated. It has capacity to absorb all those goodies that you're putting on your skin. And remember, when you're layering, and if the range for the product is say 3 to 5 drops, and you're layering 4 products, you're going to stick to the lower range of the recommendation, or maybe even a little bit less than the lower range. Pay attention to that. So, odd night, cleanse. Did I go one too far? Sorry. Odd days. So, cleanse, use a mist, okay? Use a face serum, an eye serum, moisturizer. Try to make sure that your moisturizer at least has an antioxidant in it, especially during the day, because that's when you get exposed to the most free radicals in the environment. A lip treatment and a sunscreen. You know what our opinion is about the sunscreen. Don't go crazy on sunscreen unless you're advised by a dermatologist and you're out there in the sun for a long time. Be careful, okay? So too much of the sunscreen when you don't need it is not beneficial for your skin. We go to the odd night. You cleanse. You can use an ampoule for the treatment duration, facial oil, an eye serum, a night cream, and a lip treatment. And then you're done. And then we will be posting all these, by the way, so you don't have to. And
These
then,
are guidelines.
right. And then the even days now, we cleanse. We use an essence, if you want to use an
This
essence.
is where it would go.
I put it there because I know
This is
some
where
of
it
you
goes.
guys use an essence.
After cleansing.
A face serum, an eye serum, a moisturizer again, lip treatment, and a sunscreen. Okay? And then even nights, cleanse, exfoliate. Sometimes you need that boost of exfoliation. But remember, this exfoliation, you don't want to go crazy for it. Go with a mild. I always recommend an enzymatic exfoliation. That's my favorite exfoliation because the enzymes work when they need to work, and when there's nothing to work on, they don't work. They won't go crazy. An eye serum, a face serum, a mask. Your mask should be something to complement your exfoliation because your exfoliation may require more healing and recovery. And the lip treatment.
Yeah, so the exfoliant takes stuff out and the mask puts stuff in.
Yeah.
Right? That's how you have to look at it.
So basically, this summarize what a good, healthy beauty routine regimen should be. Again, it's not carved in stone. It's just a suggestion. Play with it and go with those golden rules. You cannot go wrong, I guarantee you.